I always thought the worst betrayals arrived with warning signs. Late-night arguments, forgotten anniversaries, sudden coldness. But the truth is, the biggest heartbreaks often happen on the most ordinary days. That morning, I woke up thinking it was just another peaceful start to another predictable week. Sunlight slipped through the curtains, my coffee steamed beside the kitchen window. And my wife, Anna, hummed softly while cooking breakfast. It felt safe. And that false sense of safety was the cruelest part of all. Because I had no idea that within 24 hours, my entire world would collapse in a way so brutal that even my nightmares would feel gentle compared to the truth. Looking back, the signs were there, quiet, subtle, easy to miss. When you trust someone with your whole heart. She started guarding her phone like it was a lifeline. She laughed at messages she never explained. She spent hours visiting her sister, yet somehow returned home drained, distant. Like her smile was something she put on only when I entered the room. I told myself marriage had phases. I told myself she was stressed. I told myself everything except the truth. That someone else was slowly replacing me. While I stood clueless in my own home. It was a random Tuesday night. My brother Mark called me, nothing unusual at first. But his voice trembled slightly. He said he needed to talk, man to man, privately. Before I could ask anything, Anna rushed across the room and grabbed the phone from my hand. She hung up. Hard. Then she said, "He dialed you by accident." No explanation. No eye contact. Just a cold, shaking voice. And in that moment, my stomach tightened. Not with fear, not with jealousy, but with a sense of truth clawing its way to the surface. She fell asleep early that night. Her phone buzzed once, quietly. Normally, I would never touch it. Trust was sacred to me. But something felt wrong, so wrong that my hands moved before my mind could second guess. The screen lit up. "I miss you already. Tonight was too good to forget." My heart stopped. I scrolled. And the name on the top of the conversation thread, was my brother's. Mark. My blood went cold. My vision blurred. My breath disappeared. For a moment, it felt like my soul left my body. Because the betrayal wasn't just from my wife. It came from my own blood. Shock is a strange thing. It doesn't scream. It whispers. My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. Instead, everything inside me collapsed quietly. Like a house with its foundation rotted from beneath. As I read message after message, their world unfolded before my eyes. Secret meetups, hidden feelings. Plans to talk about the future. Every word sliced deeper than the last. And worst of all, my brother wrote things to her that he never even said to me as a brother. I wasn't just cheated on. I was replaced. I didn't confront her right away. Not because I was scared of her reaction, but because the betrayal was so massive. My mind needed time to understand it. I sat on the edge of the bed, watching the rise and fall of her breathing, as she slept peacefully beside me, while I held the evidence of her affair in the palm of my hand. Isn't it strange? The person who destroys your world can sleep so easily, while you're dying inches away. Every message I reread felt like drowning. My brother telling her she was the woman he was meant to be with. Her replying that she felt alive with him in a way she never did with me. My chest tightened so hard. It felt like my ribs were collapsing inward. But I forced myself to breathe. Because anger hadn't kicked in yet. Only heartbreak. A heartbreak so deep, it numbed everything else. The next morning, I watched her make breakfast again. Same apron. Same humming. Same smile she always used when she looked at me. A smile I now knew was a lie. Everything felt rehearsed. Every movement she made looked like a role she had memorized. I kept wondering. Why him? Why my brother? Why someone so close, so familiar, so deeply tied to my life? But betrayal rarely makes sense. It doesn't follow logic. It chooses whoever is convenient, exciting, available, and closest to the one being betrayed. People don't cheat because they find someone better. They cheat because they find someone easier. That afternoon, Mark showed up at my house. No warning. No text. Nothing. Just knocked and walked in. Like everything was normal. But when he saw me, his smile died instantly. He froze near the entrance, as if stepping into the same air as me suffocated him. "Hey, bro," he whispered. Even his voice was guilty. I looked at him, really looked at him, and saw guilt flooding his face. Like he already knew the truth had leaked out. And then something inside me snapped. Not anger. Not rage. Just the realization that our bond as brothers died the moment he touched my wife. I said nothing. Just watched. And silence, more than words, broke him completely. He began talking. Rambling, stuttering, trying to explain something. Before I even asked a single question. "Listen, it was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. We weren't thinking." Funny, isn't it? People think betrayal becomes softer when they call it a mistake. But mistakes don't happen repeatedly. Mistakes don't require secret messages, late night calls, deleted texts, and lies told straight into your eyes. As he kept spiraling through excuses, Anna walked into the living room. She froze when she saw him. Then she saw me. Then she understood. The color drained from her face, like someone pulled the life out of her. Her lips parted, but nothing came out.
If this story hits you, you can support the channel with a quick hype.
Her eyes darted between me and him. Silent panic, silent guilt. And in that moment, I didn't need a confession. Their reactions said everything. Words never could. For a long moment, the three of us just stood there. Me, the woman I loved, and the brother I trusted more than anyone. No shouting. No crying. Just a silence so heavy. It felt like the walls were bending under its weight. Anna took a shaky step forward. "Please, let me explain," she whispered. But explanations don't rebuild a broken heart. They don't erase messages. Erase nights spent together. Erase secrets shared behind my back. And Mark, he didn't even try to speak again. He just stared at the floor, ashamed in a way that felt hollow. Like he regretted getting caught, more than he regretted betraying me. The truth was out. Fully. Completely. Painfully. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I didn't get violent or dramatic like movies show. Real betrayal doesn't make loud noises. It crushes you quietly, until your voice disappears. I simply asked, "How long?" Anna covered her face. Mark swallowed hard. And the answer they gave, "Almost a year," felt like a knife twisting through every memory we had. A year. While I was celebrating anniversaries, planning vacations, dreaming of a future, they were building their own secret world. Inside the ruins of mine, I felt something inside me collapse. A mix of heartbreak, humiliation, and disbelief. The kind of pain that doesn't scream through your throat, but burns through your bones. All the nights she said she was working late, All the weekends Mark said he was busy. All the days I blamed myself for her distance. It all connected now. Not because I was blind, but because I trusted them too much to even consider betrayal. Love didn't fail me. They did. I didn't argue. I didn't demand explanations. I didn't need to hear their reasons. Because no reason on earth makes sleeping with your brother acceptable. Instead, I said something I never imagined I would say. Both of you, leave. Not out of anger, but out of self-respect. I realized something powerful in that moment. When someone destroys your heart, you don't fight to keep them. You fight to keep yourself. They hesitated. Looked at each other. Looked at me. Looked at the floor. And then they walked out. Together. The sound of the door closing echoed through the house like a funeral bell. It was the sound of my marriage ending. The sound of my trust collapsing. The sound of a chapter in my life slamming shut forever. But strangely, after the door clicked shut, the house felt calmer, quieter, realer. Sometimes peace enters your life only after the wrong people leave it. That night, the silence in the house felt different. Not heavy. Not painful. Just empty. Like the air had finally cleared of all the lies that had been poisoning it for months. I sat alone on the couch. Lights off. House dark. Feeling the ache in my chest slowly shift. It wasn't the same sharp pain as before. It was quieter now. Like a bruise instead of an open wound. I realized something important. Losing them didn't break me. Keeping them would have. And that single truth brought me a strange kind of peace I didn't expect to feel so soon. Around midnight, my phone buzzed again. Dozens of messages. Both of them. Long paragraphs, apologies, explanations, excuses. Words that meant nothing now. Anna wrote, "I made a mistake. I didn't mean to hurt you. But you don't accidentally betray someone for a year." Mark wrote, "You're my brother. Please don't hate me. But you don't destroy someone you love. Then ask them not to feel what you caused." I didn't block them. I didn't reply either. Some punishments are silent. And silence was the only language they deserved from me. The following days were hard. I won't pretend they weren't. Heartbreak doesn't vanish. It lingers in the corners of your memory. Like a shadow you didn't notice before. But slowly, I started rebuilding. Cleaning the house. Removing photos. Redecorating the bedroom. Reclaiming the space that had been stolen from me by lies. And with each small change, I felt a bit of my power return. A bit of my identity. A bit of my strength. Pain doesn't break you. Pain teaches you what you should never accept again. About a month later, I received a voice note from Mark. Not an apology. Not an excuse. Just his voice, drained and desperate. She left me. Anna had broken things off with him too. Just like she had done with me. She had repeated the same cycle. With the next closest person. Because loyalty was never in her nature. And for the first time since everything happened, I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel anger. I felt closure. Because nothing proves someone's true character more clearly than the way they repeat their betrayals with anyone who gives them access. Today, I'm not the same person I was before the betrayal. I'm stronger, wiser, calmer, more aware of myself and the kind of love I deserve. Losing them didn't ruin my life. It rebuilt me. Sometimes the people you lose are the blessings you didn't know you needed. Sometimes the betrayal that destroys your past is the moment that frees your future. And now, when I look back at everything, I don't feel sorrow. I feel gratitude. Because the truth, as painful as it was, set me free from a life that was never meant for me.
If you've ever felt this kind of pain, don't walk through it alone. Hit subscribe and stay with us. More real stories are coming.